Hi, my name is Ismail. Today is Sunday, the 13th of March 2022. Basically, going to show you guys how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So, for starters, I'm going to just shuffle them up quickly. Anyhow, just get the colors all mixed up nicely. Right. So basically, you need to understand the algorithm. There is so many ways and so many things on the internet how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Apparently, anyone with an IQ above 160 can solve a Rubik's Cube. I think that if you just understand the algorithms and what needs to go where, you can solve this cube very easily. It took me 3 days constantly being at this cube to solve it. So I've just jumbled them up now. Right. So basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Each side is unique. All right. So, and everything is based around the centers of the cube. So you have the white center, you have the orange center, you have the yellow center, you have the red, blue, and green. Blue and green is always opposite to each other. Red and orange is always opposite to each other. Right? So for starters, the easiest way to solve this would be to start with the yellows. So you start with the yellow and you make sure that you get all the yellows on top. So the yellow center, that would be your first step. Right, so let's see. Let's see how we do this. There's no more yellows. Get the yellows down here. And then actually ordered the new speed cube, which I'm waiting for it to arrive because this one has been so worn out already. Yeah, my kids are trying to play with it. I've actually encouraged my kids. Here we go, perfect. So now we have the yellow side. So the easiest way for me to have learned this was to create the one side complete, right? And then we're going to have to make something called a daisy. It's going to look like a little flower here, like a daisy flower with white over here and yellow. So we need to place a white, 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 white over there and make it look like a daisy. So let's start with that daisy now. Right. Right, so that's the daisy I was mentioning earlier. Right, so we've got, you first did the yellow flat surface complete. You did the, and now we've got the daisy going. All right, so always remember at all times, keep the face, keep the cube on one side, which means you either make sure this is your top and make sure that that is your bottom. So don't sit and move the cube all around. You're going to get kind of lost and confused. So if you're working on the top, make sure you always keep it at all times on top. Right. So now that you've got the daisy, the next step is to choose any side. So the left, right, choose any side. Then what you've got to do is take the white with two of these colors. White with two of these colors. White with two of these colors. For example, here now, let's start with the green. So we got white and green and red. So we got white, green. So we need another green over there. So what we do is, there's a green. If you can find another green, awesome. All right. So then what you do is you hold the cube there, the two at the back, and use one rotation, two rotation. Hold the cube, tilt it to the side, do the same here. So you turn the bottom two layers until you get the red. Don't worry that this one is not red here, as long as these two, there's a white and a red and a red. So then you've got that lined up, you turn rotation 1, rotation 2. Move on to the next one, which is orange. So we grab those two, we got the orange, and actually we've got 3 orange, so we turn 1, we turn 2, right? Then we move on, we've got one more square, one more white middle, we've got blues. Okay, so you turn 1 rotation, 2 rotation, right? So now what you're left with, if you flip the cube now, you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4 whites with a center white. All right, so the important part here is you've completed this daisy here now, but if you look properly, you've got the white lined up with the green, you've got the white lined up with the red, you've got the white center lined up with the blue, and the white center lined up with the orange. Now that is great stuff. Now what we got to work on is we got to get the white complete side complete. So what you do is you flip the cube now and you put the white at the bottom. So then you can actually hold the cube up now and see you need an orange and a blue to go here, right? So the orange and blue, we look for the so now the cube works in layers, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So we got to complete layer 1, right? So in order to complete layer 1, we're going to need here's a nice one to start with. No, actually not. So yeah, here we go. So we need a green, orange and white. So there's green, orange and white. So what we got to do is that cube that corner needs to go with there. So there's an algorithm, simple algorithm works like this. You just repeat the algorithm. So it's up, left, down, over, up, and there we go, it's in its place. No need to go further. We move over to the next one. We need an orange, blue and white. So where's the orange, blue and white? So there's no orange, blue and white. Interesting. So the orange, blue and white is somewhere in a corner that's not supposed to be there. Let's have a look. So it's here in the incorrect corner. So to take it out, you go up, you go right, you go down and you go left. So we've taken it out of the corner. So let's go look for it now. With the orange, white, come on, where is it? Orange, white and blue. So the orange, white and blue needs to go where the orange, white and blue is. There we are. Right, so the blue matches with that center, the orange matches with that center, the white matches with the bottom center. So this corner is going to go there. What you got to do is follow the algorithm. It's up, it's left, it's down, it's right. You repeat, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down. No need to go right, you can go right if you want, but there we go, it's in its place. Correct. Right, now you've got the 3 orange there complete. Now you're looking for this, you've got that corners there. So now we got to get a red, blue, red and white. Now we're looking for a blue, red and white. Do you see a blue, red and white corner? There we go. So this corner we need to move where it needs to go, which is there. So all you got to do is turn the cube to where it needs to be. So blue goes there, red goes there, white goes there. So what you do is you repeat the algorithm. Up, left, down, right. 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 And voila, you've got that corner sorted out. We've got one corner left over here, which is only one piece there. So the last piece is green goes there, red goes there, white goes at the bottom. So it's in the right corner to go in the right corner. So all we do is repeat it again. So it's up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Perfect. So that means now, if you look at the cube, you've got your complete white bottom sorted out. You've got your first layer of red complete. You've got your first layer of green complete, first layer of orange complete, first layer of blue complete, and that's great stuff now. So you've got layer 1 with your bottom complete. Now we've got to work on layer 2. All right. So in order to work on layer 2, we've got to find the top pieces that does not have yellow. All right. So the top pieces that does not have yellow, all right, we're going to work with. So let's start with the green one. So you take, you can take the red one. No, you can't use the red one because it's got a yellow. So you've got to take, you can start with this one here. So we take the centerpiece, the orange is lining up perfect. So the orange and green. So this orange and green is either going to have to go on this side, which is no, or it's going to have to go on this side, which is yes. The reason why it's going this side is because the orange is right, the green must go down. So in order to move this down, all right, so the steps and the algorithm is as follows. In order to put this there, you've got to actually move it away. All right. So now once you moved it away, you follow that up, down, up, left, right move, but with your left hand. Right, so it's up, over, down, over, right? You think you've messed it up, then you turn the cube and you follow the algorithm with your right hand. Up, down, right, there we go. So we have actually put the cube, this centerpiece from here to here, right? Now let's look for another piece without a yellow. It's green and red. So we move the green and red there. So the green and red, it's either going to go this side or this side. So it's not going to go this side because this piece is already in its correct place. So we're going to take this one, the center, move it there. So to do that again, because it needs to go on this side, we're going to have to shift it away, follow the algorithm, which is up, left, or right in this case, because with your right hand, down, and reverse. Then you're going to just turn the cube to the right, and you're going to follow your right hand, up, left, down, and right. So what happened now? We've put the cube in its correct spot. So we've got the green layer 2 correct. Now we need another one, which is, so now we've got the blue and the orange, so there's no yellow. We work with that, so we move that to the blue center, right? So we've got the blue center and the orange. Blue orange, as you can see by now, has to go there and not this side. So again with my left hand. So we're going to take the blue and orange in the center and move it over. All right. So what we're going to do is, because it's on this side, we're going to shift it over again, and then we're going to follow the up, left, down, right. We're going to tilt it, shift it to the side, and we're going to follow it with your right hand. Up, left, down, right. So now there we go, it's in its place. So we need to look for another one without yellow on top. The blue one. So we shift the blue over. So the blue and red here needs to go that side. No. Does it go this side? Yes. So because the blue and red needs to go on this side, we're going to shift it away, and you're going to follow the algorithm, which is up, left, down, right. Right? Then you're going to tilt the cube and you're going to follow with your left hand. Up, left, down, and there we go. So you're sitting with a cube that the bottom is complete. You're sitting with the first row, first layer, which is complete. You're sitting with the second layer, which is complete. All right, now we got to do the so what you'd have to do now is we have to do work on the top cross. So we don't work on this third layer yet. You work on the top cross. All right. So to work on the top cross, you've got to make sure. So just again keep the cube. Make sure the white is at the bottom. Make sure the white is at the bottom. This is a see-through glass table here, by the way. So it's you got to look at the yellow and make the yellow a cross. That's what you need. You need the yellow cross. Now, in order to get the yellow cross, you look at the side where there's an L. This way or this way, and you just work with it from there. Then you hold like this. You turn this once to the right. You follow your algorithm. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. Okay. Let's move it over and see what we get. Move it. You gotta reverse it. So now you're sitting. You see, you got to back you thought you messed up your cube, but you didn't. So if we look at this, we're sitting with the four corners. As long as we've got the corners there, we got to still work on this cross, which we need a yellow there and a yellow there. So again, you turn it to the right. You follow the algorithm. One is just up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. Oh, wow. So now it looks like the cube is all messed up. But what you've done is you've got your yellows all sorted out here because you followed that. So you just turn it, reverse that, and we have our yellow cross, which is there. Don't worry about this too. You have your cross there. So now, once you've got your cross, you can look at a corner that is actually perfect. Perfect corner. Actually, you've got to line up the three, right? So as you can see, we've got the blue side, which is fine. You've got the green side, which is fine. The red side is not fine because that is incorrect. You've got the orange side, which is not correct. So you can, now there's a new algorithm for this. So take the side that is correct and keep it on your right. The algorithm to fix that would be to fix this orange, to put this orange here and this red and this red this side. So to fix that is the algorithm is like this. It's up, right, down, right, up, left, right, down, right. So we can actually move it and see if it actually worked. So we got the blues lined up. No, nothing, it didn't work. So stick to the side that's correct. We stick to the right. Take the orange. We follow the algorithm. Just up, left, down, across, up, over, and down. Okay, we can move it over and see if it worked. Yeah, actually it did. So you've got the greens, you've got the oranges, you've got the blues, and you've got the reds. Your next step now your second last step to solving this cube. We need to get the corners all correct. So which of these corners are correct? We need, here we need a green, orange and yellow. It's not correct. Here we need a green, red and yellow. It's not correct. Here we need a red, blue and yellow. Is not correct. None of these corners are correct. So there's another algorithm for this. What you got to do is you got to shift. We start with any corner because none of the corners are correct. If a corner was correct, you would keep that corner on the right hand side. And as soon as you keep the corner that is correct on the right hand side, the rest will change. But at the moment, we don't worry which corner we're using. So the algorithm goes like this: left, up, left, up, right, down, left, down. One of the corners should be correct now. There we go. There we go. We've got one corner correct. Green we need there. Orange we need there. Yellow we need there. So this corner and this one is correct. See any other corners? Nothing else is correct. So this cube is in the right corner, but it's the wrong way around. Don't worry about that. As long as the cube with the right colors is in the right corner. So again, orange, yellow, green. So this cube is not in the right placement, but in the right corner. So we keep it on the right hand side, and we're going to repeat the algorithm to fix up these three corners. So it's left, it's up, it's right, it's up, it's left, it's down, it's right, it's down. So the cube, see, this corner hasn't moved. But now we need to have a look at the corners. We still need a red, green and yellow here. It's not there. The corners are still not right. So we repeat the process, which is left, up, right, up, left, down, right, down. Right, so the process, let's have a look at the corner. That's still in its correct place because we kept it on the right hand side. Wow, we've got the red, we've got the green, we've got the red, we've got the blue. Perfect. We've got the red, we've got the blue, we've got the orange. So now basically your last step or algorithm to solving the cube would be like this. You flip the cube. So you keep the white at the back now. Right? Actually, you know what? Yeah. You gotta solve this now. You gotta solve these corners. Right? So to solve the corners, you just once again to confirm your bottom stays there, which is the white. Right? So to fix those corners, alright, what you do is it's a new algorithm, which is this: left, which is down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over. Right, so that's in its right place. You keep the cube as is, move on to the next corner. It's down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over, down, left, up, over. It looks as if you messed up the cube, but you haven't. Next corner, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over. It looks as if the cube is messed up. As you can see, the corners are falling into place. I'm not moving the cube, else I'm going to get confused. Last corner, it's down, over, up, over, down, over, up, and there we go. So now we can just shift the rows into play, and we have a complete cube. All the sides are complete, and voila. Hope you like the video. Please feel free to share any tips or assistance you might drop in the comments. I'll assist you. All the best. Best of luck. Thank you.